really crazy questions.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Kelly Betcher, and this is my mom, Miss Carrie B. Today we are going to be answering Q&A questions. Questions and answers.
Put on my... Okay, so a lot of you guys have had tons and tons of questions for us, so I put a Q&A box up on my Instagram. We're gonna answer all of your questions. These questions are freaking giving. Some are a little hard.
Really?
I hope that you're like internally ready for the questions that are coming.
Okay. Questions are there?
30.
Okay.
I picked 30 of the best.
Okay, got it.
So really quick, I want you to do a close-up because one of the questions, this person asked multiple times.
Okay.
You have a brownish, reddish, a brownish lipstick. And I think you're actually wearing it.
I have one right now.
Everybody's asking what color your lipstick is. What is it? What's the brand? Get a little close-up. Show everybody the lips. What is this color?
I know it's e.l.f.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Run.
Oh my God.
Literally run, move your body. Energy is created by movement. I have to remind her of that because, and I have to remind myself of that. When you're feeling really tired and you just want to lay around, guess what? Movement creates energy. Get off your feet. What's the lipstick?
My lipstick shade is Drive. It's by e.l.f. This is what it looks like.
It's upside down. e.l.f. shade Drive. It's almost gone.
I love it so much. I use it all the time.
Look at us.
It definitely looks better on me though. Just kidding, I'm just jealous. It looks really good on you.
Okay, first question. What is your comfort movie and TV show? I'm gonna answer this for Kelly. Okay. Her comfort TV show is South Park.
Yes.
She literally loves South Park.
I literally love it.
She wants to watch it whenever she's just having a day. She needs to be watching South Park.
Either South Park or Rick and Morty. Watched all 26 seasons about 4 times. My comfort movie is Sharknado.
She does love my comfort movie and my comfort TV show. Honestly, like I don't want to be one of those people. I do not watch a lot of TV. Comfort movies have been like rom-com movies that are all Christmas themed. And now that Christmas is over, I don't know what I'm going to watch. So I really love all rom-com. But what was the one that we were watching and dying laughing the whole time?
Holiday. Holiday was really
was really cute. Also, we match because we're both wearing black.
I wear black every single day though. 24/7, 365, I'm wearing black.
I love the hair bow that I added today.
I know, that is so cute. That is so coquet, Lana Del Rey core. I love it.
Hey, tell everybody your favorite food.
My favorite food is
a breakfast sandwich.
A breakfast sandwich.
Every single day.
Breakfast sandwich, breakfast bowl. I think I eat it maybe like 6 times. Maybe even 7 times a week.
Every single day she makes herself some type of a breakfast.
Sometimes twice a day. That's what I do. So sometimes I make a breakfast bowl, sometimes I make a breakfast bagel. So what I do is I have a blueberry bagel and I put hash browns in it and I put an over easy egg in it and I put avocado in it and I put shredded cheese in it and then I put hot sauce in it.
Sometimes
and
bacon when we
ham
have
and bacon in it too. And it's really good. And sometimes when we don't have bacon, I put little pieces of chicken or steak in it. It is so good. I recommend it. 25,000 out of 10.
But my favorite food is birthday cake ice cream from Handel's. But you know what? I have a bone to pick with Handel's right now. The fact that every time that I have gotten birthday cake ice cream and there's not been enough blue, I'm literally livid when there's not enough blue like chunks.
They should know that you're the Mrs. Carrie B and put all the blue.
I know. Honestly, every time I order it, I should say like, make sure to have extra blue
Extra blue, please.
Handel's ice cream, birthday cake. The blue chunks are bits of buttercream icing. And don't go to Cold Stone and think that their buttercream icing, it's like the same, not the same. This buttercream icing is like hard, whereas the one at Cold Stone is really soft. It's so good. And it has sprinkles in it.
Give me that nip.
10 out of 10.
I look literally so hot.
I know, you are literally
The bandana was such a cool, like, creative new style choice, and I like it.
Yeah, very 90s, early 2000s. I went to school with a bandana in my hair.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2" 3/4", and she's 5'1" 3/4". She's 1 inch exactly shorter than me.
Yeah. That's such a good thumbnail.
Well, not 5'2". I'm actually 5'3". What is that Nicki Minaj sound?
No, wait. No. Glad you said that. I'm not 5'2".
I'm 5'3". Said that because it rhymed. Duh. Really had any difficulties in school because of her ADHD?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I feel like everyone has problems.
If you have ADHD, of course you have problems in school. I had horrible problems in school. She did too. But I am so proud of how like she handled it. She was medicated for a while. Really had a hard time retaining any information. At what age did you say like, Mom, I don't want to take it anymore and I want to try to self-regulate?
8th grade.
8th grade, she was like, I want to stop taking medicines. I was getting some really like not good side effects. Like it was just making her more anxious. She started to create the started to have tics. Like I just want to be off medicine and I want to try to cope on my own. Yeah. This girl has still carried straight A's all throughout high school. I was like, are you?
I don't know about straight A's, but I've never had anything below a B.
Yeah, like overall grade.
Yes.
Sophomore year was rough for you, but
oh yeah.
She had straight A's her freshman year, right?
Yeah, I did have it my freshman year, yeah.
And junior was like almost straight A's. And this senior year, you've had straight A's.
I've literally like, if I'm scared I'm gonna forget something, I set an alarm to do it on my phone. I have like at least 500 alarms on my phone that I just haven't deleted. So every single time I need to remember something, I just set an alarm on my phone. Or a to-do checklist that I put in my notes app. And that has helped me so much. It just gives me like a guideline of what I'm supposed to do by the day.
I was horrible in school. I was medicated for a short time, but then this one guy named Kenny, I'm not gonna say his last name, found out that I was going to the lunchroom because this was before there was any extended release medications. I was going to the lunchroom every day to take my Ritalin, and then he called me Ritalin girl. So I was like, I don't want to take medication anymore because I was called Ritalin girl. And then I really had bad grades for the longest time. And then in high school, I was just like, I'm gonna be the class clown because I am so far behind. I don't understand any of this at all. And so I'm just going to like roast people.
Really? I thought you said you were super nice.
I mostly roasted, oh no.
Oh, okay.
Not people, I mostly roasted the teachers. Not nice to the teachers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was like a funny nice, like we had one of those like good relationships, but it was like they were sick of me and ready to get rid of me.
So if you get super famous, like, is one of your teachers gonna come out and be like, the real Mrs. Carrie B, I had her in high school. Have you not seen those videos?
Mr. Buckley, I'm really sorry. Mrs. Gay, I'm really sorry. I was really bad. My family moved schools. I was a junior in high school. So I had like no friends, and the school district that I went to is much better, has a much better education. Like the teachers are just, they knew how to teach people with ADHD. Yeah. I ended up getting straight A's and doing so well. I came out on top. Yeah. Then I got pregnant.
Well, that really sucks.
Yeah, I know. Kelly, what's your favorite nail design or color? What is like your go-to nail color or design?
I always get stilettos. I get like super long stilettos. I actually don't have nails right now because I had acrylics on for too long, and now one of my nails has fungus.
I don't think it's a fungus. I think
that's what Liv said.
I think her nail is about to fall off.
That's what happens when you get fungus.
Oh, okay. So she has a fungus. He has a fungus among us.
But I really like black nails, I really like white nails, and I really like red nails. But my go-to is normally like black sparkly nails.
I love a good almond shape. Sometimes I do square, and I do like this last one that I just did. 1 coat Funny Bunny, 2 coats Bubble Bath, topped with a pearl chrome. I just really like Bubble Bath. I think my sister had got Bubble Bath and I did the Funny Bunny with 2 bubble baths, and they looked exactly the same. Kelly, what's your hair care routine?
I do nothing. I mean, I wash it every 4 days. Sometimes I straighten it.
What shampoo do you use?
I don't know. What shampoo did you buy?
That's a great question.
I really like Soapbox. Soapbox has a really good shampoo and conditioner. But
Soapbox is actually a really good one for an inexpensive
damaged
option for damaged hair. Yeah, I use a bunch of different shampoos, so sometimes I'll use Day. I always use Drunk Elephant, has an amazing hair mask. I use that religiously. Also love Amika. I'm using the Cure right now. I use their shampoo and conditioner, and I just switch it up. I only wash my hair once a week, and then when I get out of the shower, because I do a lot of, you know, heat and damage, bleach to my hair. So then when I get out of the shower, I will towel dry my hair, and then I use the K18 mask and I put that in. It says on the K18 mask not to use a conditioner in the shower and then use the K18. No, not for me. I use lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of conditioners. I use actually 3 different conditioners, counting that K18. Just dry my hair with the round brush. It's pretty much all I do. I really love the slick back with my wax stick. What style do you each lean into, and what style tips would you give?
I don't really know what my style is. I like dark hippie looks, and I also really like grunge and like emo and punk. Anything like that I think is really cool. Style tips, I don't know any style tips.
What are your favorite, like, she always
accessorize. I love a bunch of necklaces and pant chains and rings, just like anything like that.
Always like to add different accessories, and I think that's what really makes her outfits. You have an outfit and you like cut it to whatever you want it to look like. She does amazing with that. I always end up leaning towards like an oversized with a fitted. So like if I have leggings on or like something fitted for my pants, then I do an oversized top. And if I have like a really tight top, then I do like the oversized bottoms. And I'm really into this new bow thing. This is my first day ever wearing it, and I really love it. But she's the fashion icon, not me. Kelly, what is your favorite place to shop?
I like to shop on Amazon a lot. Honestly, online shopping makes my life so much easier. I love Tropical Trends, waterbeds and stuff. Spencer's, that's where I get all my graphic tees, is Spencer's. Zoomies is cool too.
These jeans are from Zoomies, and they're literally so cute. They're like really big and baggy. See, like this is something I would do. I'd wear like big baggy jeans. Maybe not this baggy, but I really, really love them on you with like a tight fitted top. Favorite place to shop is Amazon. Online, Paragon leggings are literally the best. I also really love Petula leggings. I do love Lululemon, but my Align leggings, no matter how I wash them, literally I follow the directions, they all end up pilling, and it's really, really frustrating. I really like to shop on Amazon. I love to online shop. I got this from the bar. I love Garage.
Oh, Garage is good.
Garage is so good. Abercrombie has some good stuff too. And my jeans from American Eagle always hit. What did you do for Christmas?
I went to 3 different places on Christmas.
Well, Christmas Eve, we saw the girls, had some hot cocoa.
Super numb.
Which was super nice. We woke up to Santa, opened our presents from Santa. Guys, Kelly got me a couple things this year, which was so sweet. She got me like a really nice candle, and she made me a bracelet, which I freaking love. I love it when my kids make me something or give me something like from the heart. I love that. She gave me gay sage.
His rainbow.
It's rainbow sage. I really love that. Then we went to my parents' house, where I had the best games. Not only did it take me forever to try to make the games, but we had the best games. So we did the saran wrap ball, and then we did a present wrapped in box and box and box, and they were all wrapped in so many times. And inside was like $100 to Amazon, and you had to wear oven mitts to try to open it. So that was really fun. We went to her dad's and had Christmas at her dad's.
I went to my Mimi and Poppy's.
Yes, she went to her, which is her dad's
My stepmom's
parents.
My stepmom's parents.
We went to see Wonka.
Really Such a good movie. Timothy Chalamet in that one scene with the chocolate was so good. Where he was like covered in chocolate.
Oh.
That was so good.
Wait, don't give any spoilers. Who's Timothy Chalamet dating?
Kylie Jenner.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been listening to The Toast and they keep on talking about Timothy Chalamet and like if he's hot or not.
I feel like it depends on the day. Depends on the movie.
Kelly, what mascara do you use? She has like a whole routine with her mascara.
No, I don't.
Wear 2 different mascaras?
That was when I was running out. I was running out of mascara that you...
Then we literally only wear Thrive Cosmetics mascara.
Thrive mascara.
It's the best. The best. Kelly, what's your first period story?
Wow.
When did you get your first period?
I don't remember when I got my first period, but I do know that I faked having my period because I wanted my period so bad. Because Bella had her period before me, and I was like, well, she's like a year younger than me. Like, that's not fair. Like, now I'm jealous, and I didn't have my period, so I just faked it.
To who?
Did you tell me? I told you guys that I got my period.
But you never really did?
Yeah. No, I told you. You don't remember this? I told you. I was like, wait, never mind. I didn't actually get my first period. And then I did get my first period.
Yeah. I don't remember my first period either. It was uneventful. I remember my sister's first period. She got her period at a birthday party, and she got so sick. She was like throwing up, and my mom had to come and pick her up. The cramps were so bad or something that it made her throw up. Oh my period story. It wasn't my first period, but I had a period in high school. It was a day that I was wearing white pants. I looked so cute. I wore white pants and I got it in math class and I felt something warm and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Well, I couldn't get up out of my seat. It was so bad. And my freaking math teacher had everybody go up to the podium to look at our grades. And so when he called my name to go and look at my grades, I had to get up and everybody, like I felt the wetness on the seat of my desk and then got up. I'm like, oh my God. And everybody's like laughing. And this one guy, his name is Jeff. I will never forget this. He was like yelling at everybody like, be quiet, it happens, and da-da-da, like sticking up for me. Aww. And I just was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I had to call my dad to tell him to bring other pants and he was mad at me because he didn't want to have to come to the school and I was wearing white pants. So yeah, that was like one of my worst embarrassing period stories. But then my other embarrassing period stories, I leaked on my friend's couch once and I got period blood on her couch.
What about that one time when you were at jiu-jitsu?
Oh yeah, I leak my period a lot too, and I was practicing, like I'm learning self-defense, cause you know, self-defense, and you have to get really, really close. Good thing it was Melissa, so I was not at all embarrassed. Yeah. But we're doing self-defense and I got my period all over her pants. It was really embarrassing. You could make a perfect concert or show. What would your 3 favorite bands be?
Oh my God, that's so hard. ICP, Melanie Martinez. Third one's so hard because I love so many different artists. Pierce the Veil.
I wouldn't like any of those. Yeah. I'd listen to Melanie Martinez because she's literally like Melanie Martinez ever since forever.
The 4th grade, I've been listening to 3rd grade.
When she was on the X Factor. I would pick NSYNC.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, because I have always been obsessed with Lil Wayne, like literally always obsessed with Lil Wayne.
What about like a country music? You listen to country music a lot.
Yeah, I do like Morgan Wallen. I think that'd be it.
Yeah.
Or if, you know, Justin Timberlake just wanted to perform alone.
Backstage with me.
No, I'd be there. It's me and you now. I've been waiting. Think I wanna make a move. That is Cassie, by the way. Kelly, how do you cope with your anxiety?
Well, I actually don't. Think about it.
Some things that I do to help with my anxiety, moving my body really helps. Yeah. My therapist was like, if you have depressed brain, I think the hardest thing is like, your depressed brain is telling you to eat the carbs, it's telling you not to take a shower, it's telling you to lay in bed. You have to tell it no. You have to like learn to tell your depressed brain no. And I think that has been really helpful. But when my anxiety gets so bad and I feel like somebody's like sitting on my chest, I have been doing some meditation and breathing exercises.
Something that I do to help cope with my anxiety is like, this is actually not very great advice, but I gaslight myself. I gaslight myself, and I tell myself, I'm like, you're faking it. This isn't even real. It's not that big of a deal. Just stop. Like, you're over-exaggerating.
Honestly, like, no.
Yeah.
That isn't bad advice.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when you, like, I will spiral. And sometimes I need to remind myself, like, I will think of the worst case scenario and start freaking out. But what if this happens? And what if this happens?
Yeah.
And I start totally freaking out. If you tell yourself, like, you're literally being stupid.
Yeah.
You're literally, like, that is not a thing. Do you really control the universe like that? Oh my gosh, Melissa said something so crazy to me. I was like, I'm so afraid that this bad thing is gonna happen. If I don't think about a bad thing happening, then it's gonna happen. So I think about the bad thing, because then it's like, okay, it's not gonna happen if I don't think about it. And here I am, like, spiraling because my anxiety was just so bad. And she's like, do you really think that you control the universe like that? And I was like, shit. Like, that was a mic drop moment. I think that's great advice.
With my intrusive thoughts, another thing I do is, like, if you actually do struggle with intrusive thoughts, like, what I do is I just, like, start screaming in my head to cover it up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
If you have intrusive thoughts, like, the actual definition of intrusive thoughts is, like, you, like, a bunch of horrible things are, like, just said over and over and over and over again in your head. So what I do is I just, like, I try to cover it up with just, like, screaming.
Yeah.
And going on in my head. Does that make sense?
Or maybe, like, say positive things. But for my intrusive thoughts, I don't hear things, I see things. Like, I see really horrible, horrible stuff. And I have to remind myself, like, snap out of it, that's not real. And then I, like, cover it up with something positive. After my brother passed away, and, like, the PTSD that created and all of the things, like, my intrusive thoughts were so bad, my anxiety was so bad, my depression was so bad. And I really had to tell myself, this is not real. This is not real. Okay, back onto some positive. Many questions about your makeup all the time, because you have the best makeup. So this person wanted to know, how did you learn to do your makeup?
I don't really know. Eyeliner, it just took, like, a lot of practice. When I first started, I want to show a picture of, like, when I first started doing eyeliner, because it was so bad.
She figured out what she liked on her own, or just, like, seeing TikToks of, like, what other people did. And her makeup has grown so much since she started wearing makeup in middle school. So this was her eyeliner. And
it's just like a smudge. Like, it's not a wing or anything. It's just, like, it kind of just looks like a smudge.
It just evolved. Kelly's freckles have definitely evolved. Like, her fake freckles have gotten so much better to where they do look so real.
They were, like, so bad before, though. I used to do a bunch of them, like, on my cheeks, but I kind of stopped doing them all on my cheeks. I kind of just, like, put them on my nose now.
When did Kelly realize she was emo?
I feel like just, like, right from the womb, you know? I just, like, came right out and I was like, crawling in my skin. It was just like that, like, literally right. That was when I was crying, right when I
Not true at all. She has always been, like, the pink princess. Like, I think that was the hardest thing for me, because she started to really get a more edgier style through COVID.
It was like my freshman year is when I started evolving.
It was like, wait, what? Because we are very similar. Our personalities are very, very similar, except she's a lot more introverted and I'm very extroverted. Yeah. So she was, I'm like, she literally is my mini me, and now she's like really changing to be dark and edgy, and I did not handle it well. And then I was like, wait, why do I care? Like, I want her to figure out who she is and what she likes. And I really just started to, like, enjoy the process of her growth and her style. And I think that that's how...
I feel like I'm right where I want to be right now.
Your style is always going to evolve.
Yeah.
I also stopped dressing my kids for our family pictures. I stopped dressing them for their school pictures, because I'm like, how beautiful is their change? I get these pictures of their actual style and what they look like at this time, and not what I made them up to be. Bella has my exact style. Peyton is becoming, like, she's always been very sporty spice, but she is into the same, like...
I think she just doesn't care, though.
I think that she does care about the way that things feel on her body.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like, she doesn't care about, like, style-wise, mostly. You know what I mean? Like,
I
she
think
just mostly
she's,
wears sweats.
Yeah, but I think that she's starting to.
Okay.
Someone did also ask, how many kids do you have? So this is kind of a hard question. I gave birth to 2 children, a Kelly and a Caden. And then I got married to someone who had 2 children. And so now I have 2 stepkids and 2 of my own kids, but they have been my stepchildren for the last 10 years and they always will be.
Yeah.
Here they are. What is the most common stolen shirt between the 2 of us?
Do you steal my clothes?
I don't really steal your stuff. I really steal more of like Bella and Peyton stuff.
Yeah.
But I have taken like sweatshirts. Like if I'm gonna take anything, it's gonna be sweatshirts.
Okay.
And sweatpants. Kelly's really good about stealing my crop tops.
Yeah.
She loves to steal my crop tops.
I have this one plain black one that I'm just like keeping.
Bella will steal pretty much anything of mine. Peyton, only sometimes, but Bella and I have the same style pretty much, and we will take from each other. Kelly, any plans for college dorm decor? And do I plan on helping Kelly decorate?
For Christmas, my stepmom actually just got me this really cool like dream catcher, and it has like a dead animal head. It's like bone, skeleton, in the middle of it, and there's like amethyst around it, and I want to put stuff like that in my room.
That's really cool, actually.
I think it's awesome, and it was made by like a local artist. It's so cool. I really like
that is
like
freaking
dark stuff like that. I want to put my shooting target in my college dorm too.
She went shooting. She did a pretty good job.
I did a really good job.
I am nervous about what to decorate, what to do for the dorm and all of that, because I never packed for college. I've talked about this before in another video. I don't know how we're gonna pack for her college.
Yeah,
I don't know what to pack.
What I need.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. I have absolutely no clue. Suggestions,
Please let me know.
Please spam the comments. How was being a teen mom hard for you mentally? Being a teen mom was extremely hard mentally, emotionally, physically. I mean, we were dirt poor. Every bit of money that I had, I always spent on her because I just felt, I think you get this overwhelming guilt. At least I did. I see all of these other moms with their kids, and it was like a baby with a baby everywhere we went, always getting stared at. I felt like there was so many things that I couldn't give her, like a full family, the memberships and the toys and things that everybody else had. Like, it's so hard to be able to feel like I was able to give her all the things that I could, because I had imposter syndrome. As a teen mom, you're like, I'm not supposed to be a mom, and it's not fair at all to this person. How can I live up to that? And you're looking at all of these other parents who are giving their kids all the things, and you're like, I don't feel like I can give her those things. And so everything I did, I was just trying so hard to give her the things that I saw everybody else was giving their kids, when really all she needed was me and my time. So that was like the biggest thing. I think what was really, really hard was I was still learning and growing, and she watched me grow up pretty much. Also, what helped us be really close is like we've watched each other kind of grow.
Yeah.
Also, Kelly was literally my ride or die. I could take her anywhere. I was just telling her this the other day.
Oh yeah.
We'd go to the mall together. We were always going shopping. I could literally take her anywhere. I could take her to a friend's house. We could do anything. She went everywhere with me, and I don't like to sit still. So we were always like out and about doing stuff, and she was always down. She wasn't one of those toddlers that would be screaming, crying, and throwing a huge fit, because like this girl, she'd be okay to miss her nap. She always went to bed really easy. She was literally the easiest kid ever. Really, really great relationship. Then Caden came in and he was like, I'm gonna show you what it's really like to be a parent, because I'm gonna be so hard. I'm gonna be so like needing to be on a schedule. I won't sleep unless there is a fan going and it's pitch black in here. Kelly would sleep anywhere. She'd sleep in the car. I'm like, oh, she'll nap in the car while we like drive to wherever. Caden, no. Wouldn't nap in the car, needed to nap. It was miserable. So this is I want to do more questions like this.
Okay.
It's a relationship question. How do you get over a guy who led you on and gives you mixed signals that he still likes you, then the next day acts like you're complete strangers?
How do you get over him?
Yeah. So I don't think any of that matters, because you need, like, any of the stuff, he gives you mixed signals and then he acts like he likes you and then the next day he acts like you're strangers. You deserve better than that. If you feel like there is a guy that is, or guy or girl, treating you in a way that you don't deserve, bye.
I would say to gaslight yourself. I don't like him.
You have to mentally tell yourself, like,
what you want to hear.
Yeah, you have to manifest it.
Yeah. And like, gaslighting is definitely a harsh word, but like, you're invalidating your own feelings. And you're telling yourself you don't feel that way, which
manifest that I'm gonna find somebody that treats me like a princess every single day, that worships the ground that I walk on.
Yeah.
And tell yourself what you want. Write down exactly what you want in a partner and manifest that every single day. He's not giving. Bye. Put a note in your phone the second that you start thinking of them, like, oh my gosh, he's looking at me. Oh, I think he likes me. Pull up that notes in your phone and tell yourself, this is why he does not deserve me, and this is what I do deserve. What are your favorite moments with Kelly, and what will you miss the most when she goes away to college? My favorite moments with Kelly are any time that we're hanging out. The two of us are together. I feel like we always have the best banter, the best conversations. We literally have so much fun together all the time. Moments before bed where she just comes in my room and lays on the bed, or if I come in her room to just kind of hang out. Those are my favorite kind of memories.
I can't believe you said banter. Banter.
Great banter.
Some banter.
How did you take it when Kelly told you that she was bi and vice versa?
I actually remember this. This is when I was bi-curious though. We were sitting in the car in the garage and I told her, I was like, yeah, like I think I might like girls, and I think I'm like bi-curious, and you're like, me too. It wasn't exactly like that, obviously, but
oh my gosh, me too. But yeah, I remember that. But I think that you told me bi-curious. I think that you said bi.
The first thing I told you was like, I think that I'm bi-curious. Like, I don't know what I am. I'm struggling with it a lot, but I identified as bi-curious, and then I went no labels, and then I went to bisexual. So it was a little process. But
I knew at that point that I was bi.
Yeah.
Also, like, I celebrated her, and I feel like she has always celebrated me. I think that's what's so different about Kelly. Whenever I have a problem, or I come to Kelly about something, or if ever I'm telling her something, she comes at a very level mindset, and she really like puts herself in your shoes. Amazing person to go to for advice, because she will really come straight to like where you are and not give any bias. She will literally like put herself in your shoes. And tips for coming out to close family.
My mom and just like your side of the family has just been really accepting when it comes to me coming out. But my dad's side of the family, they used to not be as supportive. I was very rebellious, so it was just like, yeah, I'm gay. I hope you hate it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. She loved the fact that it got them worked up. For me, I do think it was just difficult. I remember when I was talking to my mom, I'm like, so I think I kind of like someone, because being bi, I think that you are, especially since I was always in relationships with men, like, it was really easy for me to just never say anything because I was always in relationships with men. So it felt like I was so drawn to this person that like I really, really, really wanted to see where things would go. I was telling my mom, I'm like, yeah, I really like Melissa. And she's like, oh yeah, you know, I really like her too. She's a really nice person. And I was like, yeah, I think I might start dating. And she's like, okay, oh, sounds good, yeah. And then I was like, yeah, you might not see me with another guy. And she's like, okay, yeah, guys, the worst. I mean, you don't have to be with anybody. Let yourself be alone. Like, this thing kind of like went in a weird circle. And then I was like it might be with a girl. And she's like, I've never had a conversation with my mom where the octave of her voice changed so much. My mom's very liberal, very accepting of like all sexualities, but I think she had absolutely no clue with me that her voice was like, oh, that's so great, honey. Like, I just want you to be happy. me? And I think in your head, you just have to say like, this is important to me. I want the people close to me to know. And if they don't accept me, then I know that they aren't somebody that I want to keep close to me because they don't accept me for who I am and for who I love. Because how are you so close?
We already answered this question.
Yeah, it's because we like grew up together. Oh, it has a lot to do with the fact that like I know and Kelly knows that I am not perfect. And so whenever we get into a fight, and like we take some time, I will very quickly be like, I was in the wrong. Like I shouldn't have yelled at you. Here's what, like I'm having a bad day. I shouldn't have done that or something. And
I also think that just like taking the approach of like taking some time away, like when you are feeling very emotional, like you can't think rationally because you're thinking so hard with that emotion or you're thinking so deeply with that. So that time away is really important to just like take time and be like, wait, like just think about it. Like maybe that wasn't the right decision. And I think that everyone should do that.
Yeah. How would you react if Kelly did become a teen mom like you? I would be so upset because I've literally talked about this for how long?
Like forever.
I have talked about it.
Grade.
Yeah, being open. I've been very, very open with her. Ever become a teen mom, not only would I be so upset, like I failed, like I didn't want this for her. I wanted a whole other life for her, like a life that I couldn't have because I was a mom. I want her to be able to experience things like college, experience things like figuring out what your career is without being a parent. But if it already happened and she told me like her choice, what her choice was, whether that be abortion, adoption, or keeping the baby, I would support any decision that she made. But what my mom did was she said, if you are going to be an adult and make the adult decision to have this baby, you need to go and be an adult and have your family in your own space. So I got my own apartment. I didn't get any help other than from the government financially. I really had to figure things out on my own, and I would want the same for her. I would help with my grandchild, but honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have to struggle like hell to get to where we are now. I would literally be so sad.
I don't think that I would be able to make the progress that you did. You worked so hard to get to where you are. Like a life that we have is like an amazing step up from what you had.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I think it's absolutely absurd and crazy.
We struggled really, like there were so many nights that I went to bed hungry because I didn't have food, but because of WIC, she did. And because of food stamps, she did. But I really, really went without for a long time. So what are the toxic traits that affect your relationship?
I'm actually perfect, guys. I have 0 red flags. I'm literally like ideal woman.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with me.
It's so true. I think that everybody has toxic traits.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Everything that we do could affect our relationship. The fights that we have. She takes a boy upstairs to dye their hair and then leaves dye all on the vanity.
I literally cleaned it up. I looked back up there and there isn't any dye. You're tripping.
Or literally the fact that she always makes her breakfast sandwiches and stuff and leaves a huge mess.
Not even true.
Throws it in the sink for someone else to deal with.
I scrub off the residue.
So many things, but I think coming to each other like humans, I think is really, really important. Like, okay, we know the other person isn't perfect.
Yeah.
So having that conversation together really helps. Yeah. Favorite memory together?
I don't know. Oh my goodness.
My favorite memories are car rides.
Car rides are fun.
Yeah.
I think that we just have a lot of like collectively good memories, like inside jokes and stuff like that. Car rides where we just like sing along together, and just like our really long deep talks, or like our annoying talks where we're just like super silly.
I think my favorite memories though when she was little are probably when she would put on her shows at night.
My little fashion shows.
Or when she would do like dances and sing songs. She used to love the Chipettes.
Yes.
And she would sing the Single Ladies Chipettes. I loved that so much.
Oh my gosh.
She like always was dancing.
Oh my
We
gosh.
did little like dance offs.
I used to skip it more than walking.
Yeah.
When I was younger, yeah.
Me too. I think that's a sensory input thing because I did the same thing. My dad would call me Skippy.
Really?
Because I skipped everywhere. What is something you wish teenagers knew as a parent to a teen and vice versa? I think that it's important that teenagers know that parents don't know everything and they're really just doing the best that they can. No matter who they are, everyone is just trying their best. And remembering that we're all just humans. We all make mistakes. We all get stressed. We all get upset over little things. We all deal with mental health. The same with parents. Like, I think that it's important for parents to let their kids kind of figure out who they are, and within safe, as long as they're being safe, they're keeping their bodies safe, they're keeping others safe, like let them figure out who they are and who they are meant to be. And the last question is, what has been the ups and downs of being a young mom?
So personally, being a young cat mom, I feel like it's just been such a struggle because my little snuggle butt Boo Boo Bean is literally, he always claws up the chairs, he whacks me in the face when I'm sleeping, like literally so mean.
Ups and downs are definitely like financially not being able to provide, or just having the mom guilt and not feeling like I can provide to her what all the other kids her age were having. But also, like, my ups were how great our relationship was and how we had so much amazing time together, that it has really made us given us a strong relationship. That's really important, and it's not just for young moms, but that's for literally any parent in any relationship. That was our Q&A. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you guys next week, and we will do another Q&A, so give us your questions, especially if it's about like relationships, because that's fun. Let's do some relationship Q&As, right? Okay. That would be so
I feel
fun.
like I might just start like burst down crying.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Me too, because we both
have terrible experience with men.
All right, bye guys, love you. See you next week.